I came to Clover Park in 11, as a work-study student, I was working over at Hayes Child Care Center, and sooner than later, work-study funds ran out, and so I was looking for, obviously, student employment, and I found out through some classmates that ASG was hiring. I got a phone call saying that they wanted to interview me, so I was like, okay. So I came in for the interview, and they asked me what job I was interested in because, you know, on the application it was president, vice president, student council, things like that, and I had checked all the boxes because I was looking for a job. They were like, okay, you know, generally we interview people and then we look at, you know, what they have to bring to the table, and then we try to fit them in places where we think it would best work for ASG and work for the student community and everything. So I was like, okay. So I left the interview, and I thought it went pretty well, but you know, I mean, I was not thinking that I had a job. And pretty much later on that afternoon, they called me and offered me a position with ASG, and I was like, oh great, you know, this is what I wanted. And that position, or that job, was president of ASG. Well, the journey took me from advocating for our students here at the college and placing programs and trying to knock down barriers to attend college here. And so as far as advocacy and knowing or experiencing where the students come from when they decide to study here, I felt that I had lived that, or I'd lived a portion of it. I mean, every student's journey is a little different, but I felt like I had come far enough from my start here to being ASG president, where I could definitely see myself in these students and be able to tell these students that, hey, I can relate to what you're talking about. I can see why you feel that you might want to drop out of school, or I can see why you felt like you need to quit school because you can't pay for books or electricity. You know, it was kind of like my opportunity to say that I've been there. I know where you're coming from. That was a real eye-opener for me. I'd say that that's where my sense of the fire for advocacy and the fire to help people, to be relatable to people, came from. It meant a lot. I mean, it almost came full circle, as I think I would say. I think that my love for being here and being an alumni and then being a staff member, I think it's 60% of being employed full-time, and then the other 40% is my love for being here. One of my duties is being the front desk receptionist, and people come into our office, anybody from staff, faculty, students, the general public come into our office in order to ask about benefits or talk to Shelby about HR issues or whatever. So it gives me an opportunity to see a lot of the people, see a lot of the staff and faculty that I've already I know when I was here for 2 years. It gives me an opportunity to help people out, point them in the right direction. I love it. One of my most rewarding things is to help students, because again, I can relate to them because I've been there. I'm a graduate of Clover Park. My dad's a graduate of Clover Park, so it kind of is in the family. I would say that if you're comparing Clover Park to other colleges in terms of deciding whether or not you want to learn a trade and you want to learn that trade to go out into the workforce, or you are preparing yourself for a 4-year college degree, I would study that first. I would study your priorities and your criteria. And if you do choose to take the path of coming to Clover Park and learning a trade so you can go out and make a living wage for you and your family, again, I'm a little biased, but I'd say that your choice is well made. Trust in yourself. Do your work. Do your homework. Trust in your instructors. And trust that you made the right choice. I went from a technical education perspective to a liberal arts perspective. And so there are pluses and minuses to both types of degrees. I think that there is room for a balance. A liberal arts education wouldn't necessarily give you the technical experience if that's what you needed. Because they do and they can work together. Hashtag respect protect.